All
over
right,
the summer.
seeing none, let's move on to activity account transfers and closings.
Tim?
Yeah, we had included in the packet was a list of the activity accounts that we want to close. A number of them don't have any balance and haven't for well over a year. The ones that do have balances, that haven't had any activity, I listed the activity accounts where we want to transfer that money into. There was a question on the Illinois Political Action activity account. That account had about $1,000 in it. That was money that came from the RBEA that they put into that. It was, and we decided, a number of months ago to write them a check, give them the money back. They control how they're spending the money. They may as well put it in their own account and not keep it here, so that we don't have checks being cut by the school district for various
Political activities.
The JK braid,
braid,
could you
yeah.
address that, Pam?
Right. Since we used to run a snowball program where we had a group of students here and an activity sponsor that we paid, that was a social worker that went and collaborated with the feeders, middle schools and students, and they did projects, and that's obviously a drug, for those that don't know, it's a drug-free program, and that what was one of the clubs that we cut, so that account got frozen. So we wanted to move it to another service group, and a service group that is doing some work with the middle schools and the J. Kyle Braid students, which I talked about today, doing the conflict resolution skills training and the negotiation skills training with the freshmen, also have been going into middle schools at the invitation of some of our feeder schools and doing some training with the younger kids there. They also ran a dodgeball tournament, so they need supplies and materials, so we transferred it to another service-related group.
What do they call J. Kyle Braid?
That's named after the child that the parents started the organization for. That was their son that died. He was an athlete who had the steroid use, so these are our athlete leaders that do service work.
Class of 2013, is that, it's because there's no activity for a year, or?
No, that was where I think it says, it makes mention that at the end of the year when.
Class is closed, they can move it to scholarship.
Right.
Okay, do I have a motion on this?
Resolved that the Board of Education, Township High School District 208, Cook County, Illinois, hereby approves closing the activity accounts and transferring the balances to the referenced accounts as presented in the February 25, 2014 Board Agenda Packet.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Gary Gritchen.
Before we vote,
Yes, sir.
Pam,
Yeah.
and we're sure that the class 2013 isn't doing anything with that outside, with the class of 2014? We haven't heard from them.
That,
I know that's the group with Abby and her father, and
right.
I know they were talking about doing an outside classroom, and then they didn't get it planned by
Right.
the end of last year, and they're talking about doing it with
Yeah.
joint with the class of
Yeah.
2014. No one's approached me,
No,
but I just want to make sure we're
I'm not aware of what, that situation was, to be honest. We could take that one, if you want to consider taking that one out, I could loop back to the people who were the sponsors at that time and see
Would
what.
the board feel comfortable holding off on just that one for, it's just from.
That is a large amount of money that was raised.
They were planning, on every graduating class is given a gift to the district.
Yeah.
Last year, they were planning to do an outside classroom, but they started too late. And then they were supposed to hook up with the class of 2014. If we were sitting 2 years from graduation right now, I wouldn't feel as bad.
Yeah,
Are you okay if we give them one more year?
So, Ed, will you amend your
Yes,
motion?
I would amend my motion to accept and hold off on closing the class of 2013 fund.
Gary, do you accept the change?
No, accept the change.
All right, Marion.
So maybe they would hook up with the class of 2015. 2015 is 2 years from now, a year and a half from now, and maybe.
If we're sitting here at this time next year and there's no movement, we'll close it.
We're closing them. All right, Marion.
Ms. Ruska?
Yes.
Mr. Jefferson?
Yes.
Dr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Welch?
Yes.
Mr. Welch?
Yes.
Mr. Mitchin?
Yes.
Mr. Cindy?
Yes. Working cash fund loans.
This was placed on the agenda in case we didn't receive property taxes that were needed. We received $3.6 million in the week, so this isn't gonna be necessary.
All right, so we'll take that off.
I like to deal with it that way.
All right, textbook adoptions, we talked before, matters for closed session, personnel, sale, or lease of property, litigation, student discipline. Student discipline. Right now, we're gonna go to visitors' comments. Anybody want to speak over here? Anybody want to speak over there? Seeing none, we had no discussion items, so I have a motion to go into closed session.
Resolved that the Board of Education, Township High School District 208, Cook County, Illinois, enters closed session for the purpose of considering appointment, employment, or dismissal of employees, sale or lease of property, litigation, and student discipline.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ed Jepson. Mary Ann?
Mr. Johnson?
Yes.
Dr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Walsh?
Yes.
Mr. Welch?
Yes.
Mr. Rachel?
Yes.
Ms. Ruska?
Yes.
Yes. All right, thanks everybody for watching tonight, and we'll see you in March. Just please remember, we only have one board meeting in March due to the fact of spring break. Thank you.